All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to anyone, everyone, everywhere. This is another episode of Unfinished Business. I'm your host, Remi Adekola, aka Mate Proof, and we have high energy in the building. I say that because we have two individuals in here that are going to be debating, and both of them bring high energy. We love Mike. Mike, we love when you're on the show, and we
Thank you.
appreciate you being on the show. We got Mark Johnson. Mark, you're head coach of which team again?
The Dallas Bulls.
The
Basically,
Dallas Bulls, baby. I want you to
think of
say it.
this. It's the team that's going to win the championship.
No. Come on.
Just remember that.
Come on, Mark. I wanted to hear that out of your mouth because we're going to be playing you guys on Thursday.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to it. We love energy. Go ahead, Mike. What do you want to say?
Remy, it's gonna be easy for you because after we beat them on Wednesday, we're gonna be all tilted.
Exactly. They'll be demoralized. Good job. Both of us will have us some bull.
Wait a second. How did that cage match against JJ go?
Oh, wow.
How did that go?
Wow. Shots have been fired. Wow. I can't wait to see you guys in the ring, man. But it's good to have both you guys bringing the high energy. Mike is going to be representing Brendan, a.k.a. Brenda. I don't know why everybody calls him Brenda. Can someone tell us why? I don't know. And we've got Mark representing Troy Zimmerman. Both of these guys are strong players. They're going to be in the cage. I don't think either one of them has been in the cage before, but it's going to be interesting to see how you guys debate in their behalf. So, Mike, tell me, why is it that you want to represent Brenda, a.k.a. Brendan, a.k.a. Brenda?
Okay, I'm gonna make a controversial statement off the bat.
That's Brandon
Zhang, with all due respect to rest in peace, reminds me of Kobe Bryant when he was young. Kobe Bryant, when he was young in the Lakers, when he was 18, 19-year-old kid, he was not very liked by his teammates at all. He was very cocky. He would, fight with everybody. And literally, he would almost want to be hated, like almost artificially. And that hate would kind of like fuel him. And like Kobe wanted to prove everybody wrong. So I see the same kind of drive in Brendan.
Wow.
Which kind of like he's fearless. He doesn't have any fear of any player. It doesn't matter what the rating is. And he has shown that, not only he can talk the talk, he can walk the walk. He had some really amazing performances in the arenas. Wolves were, he's one of the main reasons, if not the main reason, why Wolves made the playoffs to begin with, because he put up like a 6th place and a 4th place in the latest 2 Blitz arenas, showing performances over 2,400, 2,475 Blitz performance in the All-Star game, where there are no weak players. He held his own, and I know New York has been eliminated in the playoffs in both categories, but Brandon won all his matches. He went, I think 9.5 to half last week, and then today he won 3.5 to 1.5, and he won his bullet match as well, 10-0, I believe. Yeah, he won 10-0 against Malik, which is why Malik was jokingly called Malik Zhang, because he got adopted. So Brandon is a very promising young player with a lot of talent, and I see a lot of drive from him for self-improvement and desire to be better, and I want to represent somebody like that.
Man, I can see that from all that you mentioned. I wouldn't mind representing Brenda, also known as Brendan. Man, that's pretty interesting. Mark, why do you want to represent Troy?
Man, I played against Troy all of season 2, and they were great matches. He plays a lot like I do. Nice. He's a great chess player. He's not. I don't think he's so much of a book player, but he understands the game itself. And then obviously because I drafted him this year,
nice.
So he has been an ace. So
oh really?
Yeah. He's been crushing. I mean, he's had multiple arenas where his performance is over 2,500, and last time I checked, over 2,500 is higher than 2,475.
Whoa, Mike.
Secondly, I'm just throwing this out there, okay?
No. What you basically said is that Mike didn't bring enough firepower.
I'm just throwing it out there, right? So I'm just trying to make some little points here. Now, I just want to be clear. I am not a basketball fan. That is because I'm not good at basketball. I'm just being honest, okay? Yeah, I did watch something on Kobe Bryant, and I really do like Kobe. I watched him. Dude's amazing. Not even as a basketball player. I don't even care about that. I mean, as a person. great person. But when you talk about making the comparison of Kobe Bryant to Brendan, how to explain this? Kobe's playing at the highest level. He's arguing with Shaq.
Whoa.
Okay, that's a new level. Like Kobe shows up 6 hours early to practice.
And what are you saying about Brenda?
Is Brenda playing extra? Is he practicing? Is it like Brenda, like perfect example. Brenda's not like, competing with any of the GMs. It's not like he's not going 50-50 or like he has no good winning percentage against like Shetty.
Dang, Mike.
Like it's a different comparison. Like I can understand the drive, but the drive has to show results. So one thing Kobe said, okay, and I actually think this is very interesting. He talks about training, right? And then in the NBA, and one thing he actually says is that if you get up at 5 a.m. and you train, and then you go and you have breakfast and you train again, and then you go and then you have lunch and you train again. By the time you finish training, you've trained 8 hours. Other guys get up at 10, they train at noon, they go and then they do whatever, and they train again, and then, then they go and enjoy the rest of their night. They train for 4 hours. And what happens over time is that eventually you get so far ahead of the person that it doesn't, after like say 5 years, the number of hours that you've trained is so much further than the other person. It's not even close.
Goodness.
Oh, that's Kobe. Brendan doesn't do anything like that.
Oh my God.
Has the name Brenda.
Wow. Is that why they call him Brenda?
Well, I think they call him Brenda because he's a tilt master. Okay, let's talk about the most recent result, the NBL All-Star game in the Blitz. Looking at the standings right now, looking at the first page, I know like my eyesight maybe not as good as it used to be, but I don't see the name Troy. But I see Brandon Zhang in a ninth place with 19 points, 24-75 performance. I'm looking on the second page with barely was 10 points. Troy, 22-66 performance. That's below me, and I'm not even that good.
Wow.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this question then, because if I'm not mistaken, and my eyes aren't very good either, hence the glasses, right? The overall between Troy and Brendan is 23.5 to 9.
Wait a minute, who has the 9, Mark? Who has the
Brenda.
9? Oh my God,
Brenda.
Mike! How do you overcome such a landslide margin?
That's completely irrelevant, because when Brandon goes into his arena,
irrelevant. Wait a minute, Mike. Are you saying 23 to 9 is irrelevant?
Yes, Brandon, when he plays arenas, he doesn't care. He goes and berserks people, and he focuses on making the streaks. So,
yeah, no. So does Troy, though. Troy berserks people too.
Not nearly as often.
Yeah, but wait, no. It's not an often. That's not part of the discussion here. It's when Troy plays against Brendan. That's the conversation, right? Because we want to talk about styles too, right? If we're going to talk about overall performances and whatever else, if I get paired against Ritzy 16 times in the match, or 8 against Ritzy and then 8 against Shetty, and my performance rating is trash, maybe there's a reason, right? But if we're talking just person against person, which is the cage, 23 to 9, and Troy does not back down. Troy berserks right back.
I mean, the pass score is irrelevant. The match starts at 0-0, and Brandon has been preparing. Brandon has been working on his biggest weakness, which has been mentioned here, which is his mental game. I believe if things go Brandon's way, like if he gets early couple of wins, he will win the match because he's a better player. The only concern is the tilt factor, and that's what he's been working on, as well as his bullet game. I mean, from what I know, him and Vishal, who is really strong bullet player, as everybody knows, they've been going for hours and hours and hours over the last few days, and just training Brandon's speed just to get him up there. And
so Brendan has been practicing. You're saying he has been in the gym. He has been training.
Yeah, he has been working his butt off, reading all kind of books and trying to improve his mental game. He for the past week he shut everything out. He left every chat. He turned off every distraction and literally just focuses on
that does show some Kobe
doing his best. Yeah,
that does show some Kobe-like qualities there. So let me ask you, Mark. Because since you brought this up, it looks like Brendan, aka Brenda, has only won 28% of the time. What do you feel is going to be, I mean, what do you feel? How do you feel he's going to do? Now, Mike said he just needs to get the first couple of games. Is Troy going to let him have an edge either in the blitz or the bullet?
I don't think so. But so I have two things to this. One, that was an if. So let's say they're evenly matched, just to go with what you said. That's 50-50. Troy doesn't get tilted. So if Troy wins, say, 3 in a row, 2 in a row, no, 2, because 2 is where the tilt starts. After 2 games, Brendan's done. Tilted.
Wow.
Bye. Have a nice night. Just turn off the camera, call the match, just whatever.
Okay, couple of points. Well, first of all, we're gonna probably, if this happens, which I mean, hopefully it doesn't happen, but if this happens, you know, we're gonna utilize the timeout rule. You know, have Brendan relax a little bit, put some water on his face, meditate, whatever, take a breather. That's one thing. The other thing, like bringing back the Kobe mentality. Like if you think about Kobe, and Kobe is having a bad game, he missed 12 shots out of 12. Is he really going in there thinking, oh my God, I missed last 12 shots, I probably shouldn't take a shot? No, he's gonna keep shooting until he's gonna, you know, start making basket after basket. That's Brendan's mentality. Going into the match, he's not even gonna care what the score is. He thinks he's better than everybody else. It doesn't matter who he's facing.
That's not positive. That's not a positive.
So let me ask you.
So let me think you're better than somebody, and then it just makes it magically true. Number 2, that's not that like the Kobe analogy, as I was trying to say, doesn't matter. Like Kobe's been doing it for years.
So Mark,
right?
If he's not Kobe, who is he? If he's not Kobe, who is he?
Man.
Joanna Man.
You know what?
Joanna Man. Wow, what an analogy. So not only is he Brenda, he's also like Joanna Man, who.
Well, I think that it's Brenda Joanna Man. It's like first last. You know.
Awesome.
Well, you know, Mark, I'm glad you said that, because you know Brandon will make sure to hear that, and he will drive.
I mean
sure.
that's fine, because.
So I want the broadcast.
You just putting some gasoline on the fire.
Keep in mind that he has now been renamed Brenda Joanna Man. Let's keep that in mind. So Mike, who's going to tilt first? Who's going to tilt first? If let's say one of these guys gets on a streak, who's going to tilt first?
Wow, Mark is right. Brandon is very tilt prone, but again, this is somebody who has, you know, the expression like floor and ceiling. He has a very low floor. I mean, I have seen him like literally finish at the end of the arena when things don't go his way, but also I've seen him on the first page. He has one of the highest ceilings in the league. He's very inconsistent. So the hope is that, you know, for tomorrow match, 21 games is, on one hand it's a lot, but on the other hand it's a very small sample size, and I hope he brings his A game and just, you know, shows what he's capable of.
Do you agree with that, Mark?
I mean, to be honest with you, I hope Brendan does bring his A game, because I want Troy to crap on it.
Nice.
Like I don't want Brendan to play like a 1500 and Troy just to like stomp him. Like that's not any fun. Like, and I say this before, like Troy plays a lot like I do. It like he's more of a chess player rather than a studier. So, and I find this to be interesting. Okay, so
Mark, does Troy also believe that the knight is equal 2 pawns?
Gentlemen, I see you guys want to go back and forth, but we're running out of time. I need your predictions right away. We're out of time. Come on, can we get some predictions real quick? Mike, what are the predictions? What do you think the score is going to be?
I have to go first.
Come on, Mike.
Brandon's gonna annihilate Troy. He's gonna beat him by 5 points.
Wow.
And after he does that, we're gonna have the reappearance of Brandon in the trash talk chat, and boy, that's gonna get ugly.
I can't wait to see that. That's gonna be awesome. What about you, Mark? Predictions?
Oh man, I'm gonna go with you know what? How did Martin say that with Mikhail versus Zinski? Was it double him up? Was that the term? Double him up?
Oh, that much?
I mean, 14-7. You know, if you say you win like 9 out of 11 bullet games, I don't think that's.
Well, he does have him in the bullet by about 130 points or so. So this is going to be really, really interesting. Well, guys, you all did an excellent job. Man, you all brought so much firepower. I didn't even need to ask any questions. You guys just went straight at it. And it was a lot of fun. It was very entertaining to watch. So we just have to see how your predictions come in tomorrow during the match. So we want everybody to join in. This is going to be a slugfest. Everybody's going to come out. Everybody loves Brenda in the chat. They love the energy that he brings. So I know everybody's going to come out and watch and see what Troy does, what him and Troy do. It's going to be great. So tomorrow, 8 p.m. Central, guys, it's going to be live on the National Blitz League Twitch page, www.twitch.tv/National Blitz League. And the commentary is going to be by the very own Jedi, James Canty. It's going to be phenomenal, guys. I can't wait to see the language that he pulls out. And he's got to remember to use, as Mark said, Brenda Joanna Man. I can't wait. I can't wait. This is going to be awesome. Tune in tomorrow, 8 p.m. Central, guys, 9 p.m. Eastern. This has been another episode of Unfinished Business. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you so much, Remi. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, Remi. Thank you, Daniel. Take care.
Good night, guys.